professional comedian. I go out on the road all the goddamn time. And I love being a comedian because there's nothing better than getting paid to stand up and talk shit. And there's no other job that you can do what you do as a comedian. Like, I can't go to Walmart. I can't work at Walmart and drink and smoke with the customers. And smoke weed with the customers. You can't do it at Walmart. Not twice. You can't do it. Fire the fuck out of me for that. But you also, there's other jobs you can experiment on. No other jobs you do for, well, maybe music. That you do for free, do an experience. So I want to do something tonight. I love comedy, but I also love history. I don't like to talk about history. So I'm going to try to tell you some history and see if I can make it a little bit funnier because it's sad as fuck and it's history. Okay, so back in 1677. It's funny about 1677. Back in 1677, America was a utopia. It was just, everyone was fucking happy. It was a great, well, not for the slaves. It was rough for them. At that time, though, there were white slaves and black slaves, and there was no such thing as racism in 1677. 1677, there was no such thing as racism. There was no such thing as white people either. You were Irish American, or here's what it is: white people had hyphens, like everyone else does now. Back then, white people had hyphens too. You were Irish American, or French American, or whatever the fuck American, and you couldn't walk up to a French American and say, "Hey man, you see those fucking dark guys over there?" He'll say, "Hey, what the fuck? Hey, get your Irish ass away from me. I'm married to one of those dark guys." You know what I mean? She was different.
Yep.
And people were, everybody was fucking. Like, it wasn't illegal to just fuck anybody. Just so everybody was fucking, you know, there was no illegal. People were married all across country lines and shit. Didn't matter what color you were, they got married. It was fucking having all kind of weird ass looking kids like me, pretty much. That's how it was. And there were black slaves and white slaves. Because, like I told you, everybody wasn't white. The Irish wasn't white, they were slaves. Get your slave ass away from here. There was some free Irish too, but there was some slave Irish, and there was some free blacks and some slave blacks. That's how America was. And one day, all the free people realized that the rich people started raising the price of land. So you couldn't really buy any land. And then they lowered the price of produce, so you couldn't sell your shit and make more money to buy some land. They were getting rid of ownership. So the free people, a guy got together, a guy named Nathaniel Bacon. He got everybody together and said, "Man, fuck this, we finna go beat their asses." So before they could do that, a bunch of natives came and said, "Hey, we want our shit back." And the Bacon said, "Not yet." And they all got together, the whites and the blacks, beat the shit out of the natives. And then the next year, Nathaniel Bacon guy and Jose Fingal got people together again that next year and said, "You know what? We finna beat the rich folks' ass this time." And all the poor folks got together and fought the rich folks. And then a few years later, they got together again in 1681. And they had tobacco cutting riots. Now, when the tobacco cutting riots happened, the powers that had been said, "You know, fuck this, we gotta break this shit up. These people, they're working together too good." So they introduced racism into America.
Wow.
They told black people, they took away all the black people's rights. See, people think we fought to gain rights in the 60s. No, we fought to regain rights. Before then, there was interracial marriage, black people owned guns, black people voted and held office. In fact, before George Washington, there were few black people running the country. So, the rich people said, "Okay, all black people lose their rights." And then they said, "White people, y'all all white now. You're no longer Irish and French and all this hyphen American. You're all Americans. You're white Americans. And they're all black. And you gotta hate them." And white people said, "All right." And that's how racism got started in America. Now here we are, 350 years, I don't know math, I do comedy. About 350 years later, here we are, still voting on rich motherfuckers that separate us with the media. So, the next time you see somebody that's racist or you think something racist, think back to why it is, how it started, and realize that you're getting fucked. As long as they can keep us hating each other, they can fuck us all. Thank you guys much. Oh wait, I gotta make some last night laugh. I'm done funny. I guess it'll be quick. How long I got?
You got another minute.
Oh, minute. Let's see. Jeez, I don't have a minute, Joe. All my jokes are like 20 minutes long.
Not that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I was with my old joke. I was with my daughter a few years back when she was young, she was like 5 or 6 years old. The police pulled us over, and he said, "You know why I pulled you over?" And my 5-year-old daughter said, "Oh, I know. Is it 'cause we're black?" And the cops was like, "Sir, just go. Just take your racist kids." I don't know if he was mad or just shocked that she got on the first try. I don't know what it was. He let us go. We got halfway down the street, my daughter said, "Daddy, did I get it right?" I said, "Yeah, baby, you get it right." Because Daddy was speeding. And you got him out of that ticket. Say that shit every time. It's not always about racism, sometimes it's about saving money. I'll say this. Racism is fucking lazy. Why hate somebody for the color of their skin? If you get to know them, they give you so many other reasons to hate them. Thank you guys, guys. Very nice.